Well, hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to do a quick update for Drip, more specifically the Drip faucet, and do an airdrop. Do an airdrop for some of our team members here on one of my accounts. So before we do that, do want to remind you guys that I am not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. Anytime you get into Drip or anything in crypto for that matter, just know that there is risk involved. Okay, there's going to be volatility. If you're not okay with that, don't even get in. Okay, and if you are, make sure you do your research first, and you're only putting in risk capital. Okay, funds you're okay losing. Again, there's no guarantees in the space. Anytime you can make a lot of gains, the flip side of that is, the potential that you can lose some or all of your funds. You have to be okay with that walking in, because if you're not, you're going to have a hard time, right? A lot of times these platforms, while it's fun, while, they're going up and you're making, passive income with them, there's a risk. And if you want to stay on this emotional roller coaster, and you want to, you want to have the ability to ride out some of these storms, the best way to do that is be, only be putting in risk capital. Okay. If you're putting in funds that you have no business putting funds in, and you need those funds for rent or mortgage or whatever, put food on the table for your family, it's not going to be fun, when things go sideways. All right, so again, only be putting in funds you can afford to lose. Also, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So you can see here Drip right now sitting under $6, just under $6. It's actually come up over the last couple of hours. But right now it's sitting under $6. Let's go ahead and start this airdrop, guys, because as you guys know, I have to manually confirm these transactions, and if BSC is acting up, it's going to take a little bit of time. So I'm not going to do it for this. My last airdrop, I did it from this account, which is my newest account right here. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my other account. Is it this one? No, this account's actually doing really well, but let me see here. I have $8,000 here. Let me switch over. Give me 1 second, because I want to do it from an account that I didn't do an airdrop for a while. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So this one right here. Okay. No, nice balance there. 10,000. Let me go ahead and claim that. Let me claim that, and then I'm going to go ahead and do an airdrop. So yeah, lots of stuff going on, as you guys probably already know about the animal farm. It wasn't able to launch on the projected date, which was the 18th. I'm making this video on the 21st, so it's been 3 days, right? Forex did get on a VC earlier. I wasn't able to listen to everything because, again, this was a travel day for me. I was actually on the road at the time, so I was distracted. But I was trying to listen a little bit. I did take away a few things that I'll probably talk about here in a second. But I didn't catch the whole thing. So, hopefully there's a replay or some type of, AMA notes that come out later that I'll be able to review. From my understanding, the change that was made, or the changes that he's making, it's to support Drip for the long term, right? Now, how come they weren't able to launch on the 18th? That's a whole other matter. There was some issues with the Drip Liberation. I believe, BB, who was one of the main developers, who was one of the main developers, because he kind of parted ways with Forex, and I believe he controlled the hosting for the Drip Liberation. There was some issues there, and they had to take care of that. Anyway, let me focus on this before I make a big mistake here and airdrop, mess up on this airdrop. So let me see here. It's gonna be a lottery style again. Now, when they drop the new UI, I'll probably change up the way I do it. But for this one, I'm going to do in this video, just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to do an airdrop to 20 people. I'll do $5,000. I'll airdrop that to 20 people, which is approximately, get my trusty calculator here, 250 bucks each to 20 people. So I'm gonna do it for people that have 100 drip deposited. Guys, with the price of drip right now, 100 drip is like 500, between 500 and 600 bucks. That, depending on what day it is, right? But it's less than 600 bucks, for 100 drip deposited. So, it's definitely feasible for you to have 100 drip deposit. There was a point where 100 drip, because the price of drip was way more, it was hard for people to get 100 drip deposited, right? With these prices, it shouldn't be a problem for you to get 100 drip deposited. But if you have to build up to it and scale up to it, I get it. I understand. It's all relative, right? You might be, in your wherever you're at in the world, 100 drip might be a lot for you. I get it. But build up to it. Okay, you want to build up to it because, again, you want to be building up your account. Let me see here. So with these prices, 848 drip is around 5,000, but it's actually a little bit more than 5,000 bucks, I think. I'm going to go ahead and run that. So again, if you're net positive and you qualify, okay, it's randomly picking out 20 people, you'll be here. Let me just make sure I don't have one of my, you see, yeah, so right here, this is my address right here. So I'm going to take that out. It'll go to 19 people. So $5,000 divided by 19, that's 263 and $263 and change to 19 people. So I'm going to take out my wallet that came up. Again, you need to have a net positive account. I'm going to take this off. So yeah, congratulations. This person here, 120 drip deposited. This person here, 1368, 276, 291, 432. This one here has 1367. Yeah, awesome job, guys. Again, you have to have a net positive account to qualify for an airdrop. Okay. And again, this is a lottery style, so it's picking out random. When I do it next time, it'll do a lottery style again. Again, I'm trying to think in my head, how I can do a different way of doing an airdrop. I might just do airdrops from my Telegram. I was thinking about doing airdrops from my Telegram. Let me go ahead and do this first. Okay. So yeah, I was thinking about doing airdrops from my Telegram. Like, you have to be plugged into my Telegram to qualify for an airdrop. So I might get creative and do something like that. So if you're not in our Telegram, you're gonna miss all the airdrops, right? Again, it doesn't cost you anything to be in our Telegram. It's free, right? So get in our Telegram, that way you're plugged in. And I'm gonna probably get creative. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I probably will do some airdrops, if not all, from Telegram, if I can figure out a good way, a fun way to gamify it and do it, right? Anyway, the news, what's going on is, the animal farm. The reason why I didn't launch, as I mentioned before, was, there was a problem with the drip liberation. BB, who was the main not the main, I don't know if he was the main, but he was definitely one of the key developers along with Forex. He was Forex's partner. He was in charge of hosting, and because they had parted ways, there was a problem with that, with the drip liberation. They had to fix that, and then Forex decided to, hold off because he wanted to create a way for drip to get supported, right? So yeah, it sounds pretty good. Again, I got to review it. I was distracted when he was going through the VC. So I gotta definitely go back and see if there's a replay or see if there's some notes. But I did like what from what I've heard so far, from what it sounds like, it does sound like it's going to be better for drip, the changes that he's making. So again, anything that can support the price of drip long term, I'm all for, guys. Okay, we want to have this platform running for a long time, And in order for do that, the price has to be supported some way, right? It takes the buy pressure, it takes the sell pressure off of Drip with the things that he's doing. And again, that's good. That's good for all of us. If you're in the Faucet, if you're holding Drip, you should be happy about that. One thing he did say, a takeaway that he did say was, nobody likes delays, which is true, right? Nobody likes delays. Nobody's happy when things get delayed, but people are happy a year from now or a year and a half from now when the platform is still running and operating and there's been no exploits and your funds are SAFU, right? um, that's when people are happy, right? So yeah, I do agree with that 100%. I mean, nobody's happy when things get delayed. Nobody's excited about that. People are frustrated. Emotions are high. But you know what? A year from now, if the platform is running smooth and we're making money from it and it's changing lives, it's going to be worth it, right? It's going to be worth it. People have this impression that I'm not frustrated, right? Like I posted a video the other day and people, I get the craziest messages in my inbox, people posting comments, and they're like, easy for you to say, or you shouldn't say, it is what it is. And people, it just, people are under the impression that I'm not frustrated about it because, I try to be even keeled about everything, right? But the reality is, yeah, I'm definitely frustrated. I have $50,000 worth of dog tokens that's paused, and I'm waiting to put it in the farm just like everybody else, right? So we can actually do something with it. But what am I going to do? Am I going to sit here and complain and bitch about it and, fud my own bags? And if I fud my own bags, guess what? If you're holding Drip, I'm going to be fudding your bags, right? You're probably not going to be too happy about that, right? What's the alternative, right? Just be pissed off about it, and it's not going to help anybody. It's not going to help me, right? All I can do is just accept what I can, what I can change, and if I can't change it, I just got to keep it moving, right? I'm not going to spend any time worrying about it. Hopefully, it all works out. And you know what? What we've seen with Forex's ecosystem over the last year and a half is things do work out, right? Launches are not, they're never perfect, but in the long run, it's always worked out with him. So for me, I have confidence in the ecosystem. I have confidence in the team. We're super bullish on this project still. Obviously, that's biased, right? Because I'm heavily invested in it. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna keep rolling. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep supporting people. I'm gonna keep working with my team. I'm gonna keep doing airdrops. I'm gonna keep hydrating. I'm gonna keep compounding. I'm gonna keep, you guys seen what I do on my videos. Like I have more drip, I have drip coming out of everywhere, right? And yet there's been videos at least 3 or 4 times where I bought in each one of those times $10,000 worth of drip because I believe in the project, right? But I didn't have to buy the drip, to be honest with you. But I'm just showing you guys that I believe in the project. So yeah, it's hopefully it'll launch on Tuesday. I mean, for me, I'm gonna let them do what they do. I'm gonna keep making money with the faucet, and whenever it launches, it launches. Do I want it to launch on Tuesday? Of course I do, right? But I'm not gonna hold my breath. I'm not gonna sit there and say, "Oh my God," I'm looking at the clock, looking at my screen, looking at Telegram. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go about my life and live my life and do what I do. And when it launches, it launches. Just I can't do anything about it. So that being said, you can see here the faucet doing its thing. 3 more transactions here. Um, you know, this is working perfectly fine. The faucet is working great. Okay. Um, over a year and a half, no exploits, no withdrawal issues, no changing of the fees or the taxes. It's been working great. Okay. So, if you want to focus on one thing, focus on what's working at this time, right? If you have a position in the faucet, work to increase your position, right? So you can increase your passive income. And if everything works out according to Forex's theory, right? Obviously, it's one thing on paper, the other, it's a whole other thing in real life. If everything works out, his theory of how the animal farm is going to support the price of drip, it's gonna help you in the long run if you're in the faucet, right? So yeah, all right, all of this is completed. So congratulations to you guys that qualified for this airdrop, guys. Um, yeah, I mean, we're like I said, we're gonna see how everything plays out. But like I said, for me, I'm choosing to focus on what's working. Whatever is beyond my control, I'm going to let everything play out. I'm sure it'll all work out. Trust me, I want it to work out just as much as you do. Okay. But I can't control it. All I can control is what I can control. The faucet is working. I'm going to increase my position in the faucet. I still have my newest account, which I'm going to build up, which I have a whole lot of drip sitting in different wallets that's liquid. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in there. I was kind of waiting to see what the price of drip was going to be after the launch. I was hoping the launch was going to happen, but since it hasn't, I might as well just throw it into that account, which is this account right here, and get this to what was it that I said? 200,000? Is that what I said? I don't even remember. um, but yeah, let me see here. Let me go ahead and hydrate that 16,000 I have in there. I'll hydrate 16,000, then I'll go ahead and get some liquid drip from my other accounts and throw it in here. Pretty soon I'm gonna actually need a new account um at some point. So yeah, hopefully you guys are having a great end to your week. Drip continues to the faucet continues to kick butt in the passive income space. Hopefully you have a position in the faucet and you're growing it. If not, I will leave my buddy link down below. You can use it if you want. If not, no worries. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this quick update. So again, follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As always, DYOR, do your own research, and yeah, only put in risk capital. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next update video. Peace.